Continuing legacy poses challenges for traditional companies. The French luxury brand Bugatti demonstrates once again that it meets this challenge by creating unique models. With the one-off La Voiture Noire, Bugatti proves again that it builds the most powerful, luxurious, and exclusive hypercars in the world. The true form of luxury is individuality. La Voiture Noire now stands at the pinnacle of automotive engineering, a sculptural beauty with unique technology, the ideal Grand Tourer, says Bugatti President Stephen Winkleman, a coupe with the comfort of a luxury limousine and the power of a hypercar. Since its founding 110 years ago, Bugatti has been shaped by a pioneering spirit, a passion for perfection, and the desire to constantly push boundaries. Our history is both a privilege and a responsibility to continue expanding Bugatti's legacy in the future. With La Voiture Noire, we pay homage and transport speed, technology, luxury, and aesthetics into a new era, says Winkleman. The new hypercar reflects Bugatti's French heritage and identity. Elegance through minimalism, sophistication through intensification, a creative, bespoke creation, comparable only haute couture of exclusive fashion designers from Paris. La Voiture Noire is far more than just a modern interpretation of Jean Bugatti's Type 57 SC Atlantic. It's a celebration of aesthetics, says Winkleman, with an extended front end and the prominent Bugatti C-line. La Voiture Noire stretches out, and the elegant waist contours the coupe. Purism and elegance are reflected in the surfaces and clean lines. The bumpers integrate smoothly into the body, and the windshield seems to flow into the side windows like a helmet visor. With no disruptive lines, the surface looks as if cast in one piece, uninterrupted by the visual flow. This transforms the hypercar into a Grand Tourer, ideal for long and comfortable journeys. I had so much still to live for, so much still to do. I grew up in a family of artists. I became an artist in turn. People say in every great artist's life, there is always a special moment where they create something unique, something so remarkable that it will always be remembered. When I think back over all the cars we've built, all the cars I've drawn, all the cars I've driven, for me, the greatest will always be the Atlantic. We only built 4 of these beautiful cars. The first belonged to Victor Rothschild, the second to Jack Holschuh, and the third to Richard Pope. I remember each of them, each absolutely unequaled in the richness of their histories and the beauty of their lines. But I remember the fourth most of all, a masterpiece of sophistication and elegance, a breathtaking black sculpture created in aluminium, outstanding in every detail. I was so impressed by the gracefulness of this car that I kept it as my personal Atlantic. La Voiture Noire. There was so much left to do, but I never had the chance. In 1940, history took over. To snatch it from the jaws of war, my Atlantic was sent from Ulsan to Bordeaux. It never arrived. It was never seen again. It lives on in myth as Bugatti's Automotive Ambaru, and still inspires people all over the world. I wish I could create another car like that, inspired by today's technologies, and build the ultimate, graceful GT for today's world. Every component was created by hand. The body, in exposed carbon, shines deep black, interrupted only by an ultra-fine carbon fiber structure. A perfectly refined material, says Bugatti designer Etienne Salmon. We worked long and intensively on the design until there was nothing left to improve. For us, the coupe represents the perfect form with the perfect finish. At the center of the creation is the iconic 16-cylinder engine, unique in the automotive world and a pinnacle of engineering. It's not just an engine, but the heart of the vehicle, and a masterpiece of technology. No other car in the world has such an engine. very powerful and beautiful to behold, says Winkleman. The 16-cylinder engine with an 8-litre displacement produces 1,103 kilowatts, 1,500 horsepower, and 1,600 newton meters of torque. 6 exhaust pipes at the rear showcase its incredible power while paying homage to the 16 cylinders. For 11 million euros before tax, the unique piece was already sold to a Bugatti enthusiast, making it the most expensive new car of all time. The car enthusiast is fascinated by the Atlantic and receives a vehicle that picks up this legend and brings the idea into the present. In its exclusivity, appearance, quality, and performance, the La Voiture Noire is unique to date, but also draws on a long tradition of automotive history. Only a few months after unveiling a hypercar designed for maximum lateral acceleration, Bugatti shows once again that it masters the art of hand-built coach building and sets another milestone in automotive history. In its early decades, the French luxury brand successfully not only designed engines and chassis, but also built bodies according to its own design and mounted them on existing chassis. The most famous example is the Type 57 and the GT models Atlantic delivered from it, a Grand Tourer that was already capable of speeds over 220 kilometers per hour 80 years ago. Jean Bugatti designed the Type 57 in various engines and body styles, including Air, 4-door sedan, Stelvio, convertible, Vento, 2-door, Atlanti, coupe, and Atlantic. Ito's son, Jean Bugatti, was a visionary ahead of his time. He was the eldest son of the company's founder, Ito Bugatti, a gifted automobile designer and a natural talent who understood proportions and aerodynamics like few others. From the late 1920s, he influenced the company's development with his own design and construction ideas and took over its leadership in 1936 at the age of 27. With his body designs and groundbreaking engines and chassis, he created extraordinary vehicles until his tragic death in a car accident in 1939, securing his place in automotive history. His most beautiful and famous design is the Atlantic. Jean Bugatti would have been 110 years old when the La Voiture Noire was announced, just like the company. The exclusive La Voiture Noire, the black car, is a tribute to the Type 57 SC Atlantic, La Voiture Noire that disappeared after World War II, Jean Bugatti's most famous creation. A spine that runs vertically from the split hood hinge to the tail end serves as a distinctive design feature, one of the most extraordinary Grand Tourers and a timeless automobile. It is now one of the most expensive classic cars in the world. Only 4 Atlantics were built between 1936 and 1938. Each individually assembled for the buyer. 3 of the extraordinary coupes still exist. The second car built was driven by Jean Bugatti himself, or one of his Bugatti Grand Prix racing driver friends. The world has been searching for this Atlantic for over 80 years. It is considered one of the great mysteries of the automotive world. The coupe likely disappeared before the German invasion of Alsace when it was being sent to a safe region. The most elegant way to travel. The new La Voiture Noire, as the perfect Grand Tourer, matches the historical version of Jean Bugatti in exclusivity, performance, and luxury. Bugatti evokes passion and emotion worldwide. Customers expect us to surprise them repeatedly and raise the bar beyond the limits of imagination. We have succeeded with the La Voiture Noire, says Winkleman. Bugatti will continue to work hard to shape the future of the brand, a future full of beauty, passion, and surprises. La Voiture Noire is a modern interpretation of the spirit of Grand Tourer vehicles, a tribute to a perfect technology and design. It is now the most elegant and fastest way to travel the world by car. Bugatti President Stephen Winkleman, Haute Couture, we show what Bugatti is capable of today and in the future. This one-off piece of automotive haute couture is the ultimate illustration of Bugatti's mastery of engineering and design at the very highest levels. In homage to the famous Lost Bugatti Type 57 SC Atlantic, itself known as La Voiture Noire, this extraordinary car features an entirely bespoke design. Each and every cell of the 3D printed front grille has been honed to perfection. There are more than 25 individually milled light elements per side in the headlights, while the rear is dominated by an elegant tail light, which features a single-piece surround with no joints. 6 individual tailpipes serve as a nod to the vehicle's spiritual predecessor, and a newly developed parametric design at the front and rear means the body parts appear to be sealed. Despite being a one-off, La Voiture Noire was subject to the same durability and safety tests as every other Bugatti. This ensured it could be enjoyed by its current owner in all conditions and at the peak of its performance, as it was driven during the 4-day Supercar Owners Circle tour in Croatia, the largest hypercar driving experience in automotive history. Bugatti Rimac CEO Mate Rimac said, "It's a real honor for me to welcome the Supercar Owners Circle back to the country that I call home for the 2nd year in a row. Our customers have shown just how truly passionate they are about the Bugatti brand, choosing to share their extraordinary, rare and special cars with the enthusiastic Croatian public. It is very much in the spirit of a tour Bugatti, and every car that leaves our atelier, even those that are totally unique, can still be driven and enjoyed, able to travel 1,000 kilometers in comfort, hit record speeds on a closed runway, or tackle twisting mountain roads."